Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. And it seems as though all is not as it seems. There's a company called Persuasion UK. They've done some analysis. They've been looking at the numbers of who's been switching to where and the reasons why and so forth. And come these elections, now we all know that a lot of the swing has been from Conservative to Reform. We also know there's been some Labour to Reform as well. However, the biggest threat the Labour Party has is not Reform. Well, not directly. Reform represent the biggest challenge to Labour, simply because of the numbers that Reform have in Labour areas. However, the greater threat are from defectors from Labour going to Green and to Lib Dem. And it seems that Labour are not only going to lose seats from Labour seats to Reform, but also from Labour to Lib Dem, and especially down in the southwest, from Labour to Green. Now, this isn't something that's very particularly well known. It's not something that's been highlighted in the news. They tend to stick with the whole rise of the Reform movement. But in fact, Ed Davey shoving hobby horses up his bottom seems to be having the desired effect. And the madness of the Greens. People are actually more attracted to the lunacy of the Green Party than the treason of the Labour Party. How bad does a party have to be where people are prepared to vote for the lunatics of the Green Party rather than yourselves? Bad, isn't it? Anyway, this analysis has gone on. And, you know, while, of course, they've acknowledged that there is the threat from Nigel, but Reform would likely benefit far more by the mass defection to the Greens and Lib Dems, where it would mean that Reform could benefit from this as well. So you've got this double threat to Labour, where if people vote away from Labour and go towards Reform, Reform will win. Or you've got this threat of where they'll vote for the Lib Dems and Greens, Lib Dems and Green will win. But they've also got the thing that the increasing numbers that are voting for the Greens and the Lib Dems, who were previously Labour voters, are sufficient to whittle down the majority to such a degree that Reform would win even without anyone switching from Labour to Reform. It seems that there is quite literally nothing the Labour Party can do. Nobody wants to stick with them. And it doesn't matter where these people go, it's going to lose Labour seats. A lot of the seats are held on very, very small, notional sometimes, majorities. Do you know what? Friday morning, the early hours of Friday morning are going to be quite exciting, don't you think? I'll certainly be keeping an eye on it. Thanks a lot. Bye.